Hello everyone, my name is Marek, welcome to External Star Channel. Today I will be unboxing this beautiful dark blue box, and you already know what is inside. It's this BMW, and actually there is nothing else on the box. It only says here BMW 7 Series, and it's collector's model, not a toy. Inhalt ein Stück, which means content one piece. So there's only one car in this box, not two, not three, not five, it's only one. But it's already obvious for everyone collecting cars, yeah, but they also write it there so that nobody is confused and nobody is expecting like 5 models in this box. Okay, I'm not that naive, and I'm already opening it for you, and just to show you what kind of beautiful thing is inside. And actually when I opened it, the first mistake, this should be the bottom, yeah, so not the top. So let me just turn it upside down. Here it says top, thanks God, so this is the top side. Now, since I bought this already used, it's already open, and now I will just reopen it, and I hope it will be okay. Before I open it, I will just tell you I bought this one for around about $80, okay? And you cannot find it new anywhere, only used, but since I collect all the BMW 7 Series, I had to buy this one as well. Okay, so let me proceed and open the box carefully. And here, beautiful Kyosho model, and I don't think it's really black, it's maybe dark blue or dark gray, yeah, but it's very beautiful indeed. Okay, look at that. Yeah, it's probably dark blue. Now when I see it, it looks like dark blue. Okay, perfect. So let me just put this aside and show you the model. So this is actually the 4th generation of BMW 7. This is the so-called E65, produced between 2002 and 2008. And of course there was some kind of facelifts in the meantime during the production of this 4th generation. And actually you can buy this blue one, or in the past there was also a black hybrid available. I managed to find this one on eBay. Maybe later I will also find the black hybrid, not sure, but this one was quite cheap. If you want to buy the black one, it's always more expensive. Yes, so this is also why sometimes I am satisfied with the blue one, which is dark, and in my collection it's also okay. So let me start the review very much from the beginning in the front. So you can see here the front grille, which is very nicely done and quite reflective, and I'm not sure if you also can see through it. Definitely it's perforated, but you don't see any ventilator through it. Okay, then there is this BMW 7 logo. It's actually the regular logo for all BMWs, and then a license plate with some random numbers like 60, 65, 65, probably no meaning in that, and M would be for Munich, which is the city in Germany where BMW has a headquarters. And then of course we have the headlights, and these are actually very nicely done. So you can see when I make a close-up all the inside of the headlight, and that's actually quite brilliant, yeah. And there's also this turning light just above, this orange one, and then we have nice two inside lights. And actually we also have the parking sensors, so 1, 2, okay, there are 4 of them in the front, and there are also some tiny fog lights here and here, and it's also perforated right right here. Okay, so that's the front. It looks quite good. You can already see some dust particles, so I also will need to clean it and maybe also wax the car a little bit, but it looks very nice. I'm already very happy about having this car in my collection. And you know that I'm collecting all the Mercedes-Benz Class S, and I already have all of them, but now my focus is on BMW 7 Series. Okay, so then we have a small light here, also orange, and then from the side you can see that there are absolutely no gaps. It's like oh, so precise. It's not even 1 millimeter. It fits so perfectly everywhere. So maybe only here there is kind of gap, but the rest, everything is in line. All the trims, everything, the color fits perfectly. Wow, I must say Kyosho did a very good job with this one. Yeah, but I can also see here that those side mirrors cannot be folded, yeah, so they are static. And then when I also show you this, the wheel, actually you can turn the wheels, of course, you can spin them quite easily. And inside there is the brake disc, and also not so visible, but there is this brake caliper. And in the rear exactly the same, so the wheels are not so bad. And I see here it's already second hand. I see a little scratch here which I can easily fix by using some kind of color, and yeah, I can fix that. But you can see, for example, here that it's not brand new. Okay, so it's used, and this can happen sometimes. Even if it was sent in an original box, probably if you don't buy it brand new, then this can happen. Okay, in the rear, and what I maybe don't like so much here, the 745i, which is in gray color, but it's not shiny and reflective. Yeah, it's more matte, and this is something what I don't like. I would prefer it a little bit more shiny. Okay, so but that's maybe my personal opinion. And then here, those rear lights could be also a little bit more maybe transparent, or there is no depth. I don't know. They look a little bit cheaper. Okay, so in the front, perfect, but here it could be improved a little bit. And then there is also something here. You know, maybe I would need to clean it. I don't know what this is. A little bit of mess here, or piece of plastic. It's some imperfection. The license plate again looks okay. We have the parking sensors here. There is this square for the hook, and actually the exhausts are not visible. They are just behind. Okay, so they are not visible from the behind, but later I will also show you the bottom of the car. But the rear glass, you can see the heating, and also the third parking light here. It should be red, but I don't see it. It looks more black than red. Okay, and there are also I think speakers here for the audio system. Okay, so far so good. So the interior is nice, and there's also something here on the hood, and actually this is not perforated as well. This is another air intake. Okay, so that's it. I also promised to show you the car from the bottom, and here it says Kyosho, so it's original Kyosho, made in China, BMW 7 Series. What is interesting is that this Kyosho sign is nowhere on the box. It's only here on the car, and I don't really know if this is original or not, but it looks like, yeah, so all the details, everything, is probably Kyosho quality, and I trust that this is Kyosho, but the box is somehow maybe not original, I don't know. Okay, so now time to open first the hood, and let me use this because I will not scratch anything by using that. Okay, so you see that I'm opening this, including here the two kidneys. That's quite usual. and then what is inside. So you can see the 8-cylinder engine, BMW logo on it, and then you have many other details. Wow, I'm quite impressed. There is something golden here, some golden wires. I don't know exactly what this is, but I especially like those stickers. Okay, so if you have a close look and oh god, it's probably in Japanese. Look at that. It's in Japanese symbols, so I have no idea what it means. And there is a green one, and there's another one with some Japanese letters. So obviously this car was sold in Japan for the Japanese market, and now somehow it came to me, to Europe, okay? But it looks okay. So only here this is a big piece of plastic, but the rest I can see some details. Even here some red details. I don't know what this is for. Maybe changing the oil. Can you see that? Now you should be able to see that. There's a red part. Okay, so quite satisfied here. And now also let me show you what is in the trunk. I'll carefully open it, and what you can see there, it's just the carpeting. It's gray, and there is nothing else, like no spare tire. Yeah, so sometimes I'm missing also the first aid box. It's in none of the models that I own, so maybe I will create my own first aid box, the red one with the white cross, and then I will just put it to my models. Yeah. But since I have them closed on my display, then it doesn't make any sense maybe. Okay, and now maybe you're also waiting for the interior and what is there. So I will not make any delays here. I will directly open the doors, maybe all of them. Let me just open all of them first. Okay, so it's quite easy to open them, and they hold in the position, which is also good. So where do we start? Maybe in the back, and you can see the gray seats, and also with all the details like the seat belts, very nicely done, and also the decoration. By the way, here it's all carpeting. It's gray carpeting, quite nice and soft to touch it. And then what do we have here? Let me maybe focus on the door. Okay, so now with the door, you can see here the wooden decoration. There are also some details like this box here, and yeah, also the electric controls for the side windows. And then when we go to the front, you can see the steering wheel. So let me also focus here on the steering wheel, and then the middle console with all the details like all the controls, and what we can also see in the middle, of course, the wooden decoration. There is a logo on the steering wheel. The steering wheel is connected to the wheel, so now I'm rotating the wheels, and it's also turning the steering wheel, so it's connected. And then there's also a nice mirror in the middle. Yeah, so overall, I mean, it's quite nice. And also all the details on the seats, like it looks really like it's real leather. I know it's plastic, but also when I touch it, and this is very soft plastic, so it imitates the real leather quite well. And yeah, so also from the other side, it should be very much the same, you see. So that's the interior. Also here, wow, it actually looks very nice. I like it. And on the middle screen, there are actually no details. I only see this blue middle screen, but there is nothing on it. Like, yeah, they could put something on that, like the navigation screen or something, audio, or but right now it's only blue and blank. Yeah. Okay, so this is now the car and how I received it. Let me also show you some details in the light box. Okay, so as I promised, here also pictures from the lightbox with a little bit different background. So I have this gray background now to show you also the car from the side and how it looks like when I put a different background there. And actually, I will also take pictures here in this lightbox, and it's quite nice to see it also from this angle here. And maybe you can also write me in the comments what you think about this car and about the quality. I mean, the quality is quite nice, and also considering that this was produced maybe already a decade ago, that's very good. I know that recently the quality is improving with some auto arts or almost real models. Also, Noref and Kyosho have now a slightly better quality, but considering the age of this model, I mean, yeah, it's very satisfying to see it and also have it in my collection. Okay, good. So I think that's it for today. I will just also close the doors very carefully, and now I guess it's only time for the final rating. So thank you very much for watching this video today, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.